Hi! Today we're going to make a little ball that will fit in your hands, and it will be a lovely wool wet felted ball, a play ball for you. And I have some stones here. This is a little technique that I learned. I'm just going to use, this is a bit light. I used one that looks like the right shape to be in the center of a ball, in the middle. We're going to start by wrapping some wool around this stone. The stone is there to give it a sort of a nice feel, a nice weight. Otherwise wool is too light and it's going to not to be very satisfying to play with it, to roll it on the floor, or to even juggle with it or throw it up in the air and catch it again. So yeah, we're going to use sheep's wool that's been coloured with natural dyes, and we're going to choose the colours together, all the colours of the rainbow. There's some blues and pinks and purples and a bit of green, and there's some more fiery summer colours here with some yellows and oranges, and reds. Yeah, but because the middle it's not going to be visible from the outside, we're going to start making a cocoon shape, basically with some very plain coloured wool, because the middle you won't be able to see it, and we layer the wool. And this is a wet felting technique, but we start with dry. As you can see, I have not introduced water yet, so first we make the ball and then we're going to do the wet felting. And so I have everything I need here. I have a towel and I have the hot soapy water already mixed in a recycled spray container. So first of all, nice and dry wool, we are going to wrap the stone nice and tightly. That's it, keep going like a cocoon. We're making the ball with a stone in the middle. There you go, keep wrapping. From the sides I tuck it in. I take it and I tuck it in, and I keep rolling in and in and in until I spread the wool out a bit, pull it, gently pull it, and keep rolling in and in. And there you go, I got the beginning. I'm going to wrap some more, any colour will do. I got even untreated and plain, very plain. It still smells a little bit of sheep. This is just the hair of the sheep, okay? It's just sheep's wool that's been carded already. And sometimes it doesn't feel like, it feels like it needs a little bit more carding. So what I'll do is I'll take a little bit and put it in my brush, my carding brushes. This has been carded already. As you can see the difference, it's been carded a little bit, but not too much. It's still a little bit rough looking, while this is a bit more smoother. So, and carding means we're separating the fibres and making them a bit fluffy and smoother, so that we can play with that better. There you go, that should do. That's already a lot smoother, as you can see. A little bit more maybe. There you go, you can see becoming fluffy. It's a little bit like backcombing your hair. A method that was very popular in the 80s when I was a teenager. Backcombing your hair to make it to add volume and make it bigger. Big hair was in, fluffy. All the different, oh, imagine having sheep's hair. Well, having said that, you can actually use yarn, you know, the knitting yarn, wool, to make braids in your hair, and I have done that in the past. They're very pretty, so I'm not being totally crazy here. So as you can see, I keep wrapping and wrapping and wrapping plain coloured wool, plain coloured wool. So the method I'm using here is just making it more uniform, not lumpy. Smooth it out, spread it out, and just start wrapping as tightly as you can. It needs to feel quite tight. You still, if you press, need to feel the stone is still there a little bit. Okay, so I keep wrapping. It doesn't quite look like a ball yet, I know. This is magic wool. So we keep going. And this video will be in real time. But I warn you now that once we have made a ball with the colours on top, the more you will rub in your hands, wet felt it in your hands and rub it and make it tighter and smoother, because that's what the wet felting will do, then the firmer the ball will feel and the fibres won't separate. So I will probably show you the unfinished products. There'll be possibly a part 1 and a part 2 to this video. So as you can see, I'm separating the fibres a little bit. I'm making it a little bit more see-through, and I am pulling it very gently, and I'm wrapping the ball. This is still white plain wool, and also bearing in mind that the more the layers, we don't want a huge ball, but when it's going to be wet, it's going to shrink, because wet felting is basically like when you put that lovely woolly jumper in the wrong wash, on a hot wash, and then it will shrink. That's what happens with wool, I'm afraid. And I have lost lovely jumpers to the wrong wash. Once or twice I have made that mistake, so that I know for a fact. So there probably is a cheating way to do this as well, to put this in a hot washing and washing machine, but that half of the fun, actually I would say 90% of the fun, is making it, and the feel of the wet felting is amazing. It's also relaxing. It's also, you can do it and have a chat with somebody, or listen to some music while you do it, like I am now. So it's starting to feel quite nice already. So it looks like a snowball at the moment because it's all white. So I'm going to stop with the white and start adding some colour. So I got a lot of yellow, so I'll start with yellow. So we're going to make it multicolored. We're going to make it all the colors of the rainbow. So this is the sun. The sun, the yellow sun, is melting the white snow. We need more yellow, maybe. Oh, this is slightly brighter. Maybe we'll use this. And the technique is very, yeah, you don't want it lumpy. That's why I'm spreading it out, because you don't want lumps. You want it like a mesh curtain. You open the fibers a bit, smooth it out, make it all even, pull it gently. So you're wrapping like a cloth. You're wrapping the ball in the wool. Perhaps if I come a little closer, you can see how I am going about this. There you go. Now it's all yellow. Now we need to maybe put some more colors. So as you can see, it looks like a lemon now, but we're gonna cover this side because it looks more like a lemon as in shape as well. We want to make it round, perfectly round, as perfectly round as possible, like a ball. Oh, I got us lovely plum color here. So this is part of it's a violet, that, well, it's a purple, it's a red violet, because violet is more this. So, but we're gonna put this where we feel that the gaps are around the ball, so so that then we're gonna make it as uniform as possible. And we just keep wrapping, not using all that wool. And it kind of holds in place, it kind of sticks to itself at the moment. As you know that I like to needle felt, but I'm not going to needle felt this at all. I'm going to just keep adding the colors. This is a lovely pink, like a rose pink. Beautiful, I like this. So I'm going to make it all open and pull it gently. That's it. You can see through it. I'm going to add it on. So that's what I'm doing. I'm holding it and then pull it and wrap as tight as I can. There you go. I'm going to add that lovely violet. It's a lavender color or a hyacinth color. Did I say hyacinth? Yeah, hyacinth, or even wisteria. Can you think of other flowers this color? Some pansies maybe are this color. And so we're gonna add this to, it's gonna be this side. You'll not be able to see all the colors. I keep adding, and then at the end we're gonna see how it's going, what extra colors we need, because we haven't put any blue yet or green, just yellow, pink and purple. So now we're going to, oh, I got this, yeah, maybe this lovely blue. There you go, we pull a little bit. Again, we're going to open it, spread it. I think it's nearly finished. I'm going to add another coat, another layer. So now we've made the pink disappear. We better add a bit more pink and a bit more yellow. Where's that lovely pink gone? There you go. A bit of pink here. So it's going to be like a marble effect. Perhaps we're going to add some of this lovely colour. Mauve. It's a dusky pink, more towards the purple. What colour could this be? This could be the sky blue, and this is still a bit like a lavender. There's different kinds of lavenders. There's a darker purple lavender and a brighter yellow lavender. Yeah, we need yellow. So we had a nice bright yellow here. Yes, the sun is shining. Yellow, golden yellow like the sun. There you go. More yellow. Beautiful. Now we haven't added any orange. I can hear you saying, we need orange, we need orange. Let's put orange. What can you think? Apart from tangerines and oranges, what could be orange? Mangoes, some tulips, marigold color. Some roses are orange too, a pale orange and a bright orange. And then we're going to put a bit more blue. We didn't use this turquoise color. This is gorgeous. And I think, let's see if it's finished. Let's see. Are we satisfied with all these colors that we used? We didn't put any red yet. I think that's the only color we haven't used yet. So we're going to put a little bit of red. And it's going to look wonderful. Wow. Where should we put the red? Right there. Let's see if it feels, I think here is a bit squashed, so we add some color on top of there. Because we want to make it look like a ball. At the moment it looks a bit irregular, but the pressing and the rolling between our hands as we are gonna wet felt it, I feel that we need a little bit more blue, sky blue. Perhaps, which color first? Yeah, no, I haven't seen this color. Perhaps we're going to cover just that little bit there. There you go. Now we can see all the colors. So I'm trying to get rid of lumps. This is what I'm trying to do. Because it is, I feel the lumps a little bit, as much as possible. Okay, so let's see what happens. I'm going to get rid of, this is very important and I need to show you because we put the wool away because we don't want to make it wet. There you go, the wool is going. And I need my towel because I'm going to get wet otherwise. There you go. Cover with a towel. You don't need an apron, just a towel on your lap. And sleeves up, because we are working with our hands. And I've got the hot soapy water here. I'm going to spray all around. You spray your hands too. So on a nice hot summer's day, this is something you can do in a balcony or in your garden or outdoors even, or indoors, but as long as you put protection on a table or on your lap. I'm working on my lap now, so I think this is enough to start with. I covered all the ball. It feels wet. I'm gonna slightly squeeze it, and I'm going to start rubbing. in a circular motion. Just keep rubbing around. You can sort of, it's like you're caressing it. You don't want to squash it. We don't want to squash it yet. You don't want to squeeze it or squash it. We're just rubbing. There you go. Unrolling. So it's not like when you make Play-Doh. This is more like, imagine you're giving a bath to your doggy or a cat. Do you think a cat would like a bath? And this is its fur, and you're shampooing. Doggies like bath. Some of them, not all of them. Cats don't. But I used to bathe my cats. They didn't like it. But after the initial resistance, they used to then just put up with it for just, I used to do it really fast, like no more than 3 more minutes. 3 minutes. And then I used to sulk the rest of the day. I didn't bathe my cat very regularly. Cats don't really need a bath, but it was only in certain occasions when needed. So it's starting to feel a bit squishy squashy, but at least I got rid of the lumpy bits, but it's still a bit irregular. So now perhaps I feel like I'm gonna press a little bit more, just slightly, just a tiny bit of pressure. Similar type of pressure that you would do when you shampoo your own hair. Yeah. I'm saying just washing hair, not when you're giving your scalp massage, because that would be a lot more pressure. Because I still want to feel that I can retain the bowl shape. Okay. Because at the moment, if I squash it, it's not going to feel like a ball. So, but now I have to rub, and roll it, and rub it, and roll it. And you have to do that for quite a while. That's why I got some nice piano music by Mozart and as a background. And maybe this is a good time maybe to sing songs, or to tell stories or jokes, or just to look around you and see. Outside the window, what can I see? I see the roofs and the top of the trees, and the birds are singing, and the clouds are coming. It was sunny this morning, and now it looks like it might rain. Keep rubbing. As you can see, it's very soapy and it's multicolored. I can see yellow, blue, pink, red, orange, purple, and this is what we need to do. Just keep rubbing and rubbing. So it's going to feel like it's going to shrink a little bit. It already shrunk a bit. And then it's going to feel a little harder because the fibers are getting more compact now. Yeah. So slightly smaller, a little bit harder, still nice and soft, still a bit squidgy. So what I'm doing now, because once I know that it's secure and it's not lumpy, I'm applying a little bit more pressure. Just a little bit more pressure. And then I'm going to change the way I rub it. I'm going to rub it a bit more, just to make sure that the colors are sticking all together and the fibers are not pulling apart. It's got a nice feel, a nice weight to it because of the ball inside. So So what we did so far was wrap wool around the stone, starting with plain colour, white, not dyed, and then the lovely natural dyed sheep's wool, layered choice of multicolour, and then we added some hot soapy water. You can use washing up liquid, you can use body wash, hand wash, any soap will do, to be honest, just that. And actually it was hot, it's not even that hot. It was, the hotter the better, that was just hot water from the tap, and it's already feeling cooler. So and it's rose and geranium is my shower wash. Sometimes I put the Ecover washing up liquid, sorry. So it starts to feel a bit better. It starts to feel less squashy. It's still a bit squishy, but it's less squashy. If that makes any sense to you. It's starting to feel a little bit firmer. So can you imagine how fun it is for lots of people of all ages to have a go? And you can make a circle of people. You can be 2 of you, 3 of you, 4 or 5 of you, and you can all make one each, which is fun, of course. Then you have lots of balls for juggling, and it feels like I want to put a little bit more. Oops, I think I just sprayed my foot. And then you can do you can swap it, like if you're sitting in a circle, you can then give your ball to your friend, because they will all feel different, and you can then help each other. You can rub your neighbours, and then you can pass it around to your neighbour, and then you'll get your ball back in your hand, and then it will feel different. It will feel firmer, rounder, and not so squishy anymore. Now it's becoming more of a ball shape. If you saw before, it was a bit of an irregular squash shape, a bit like a beach balloon that hasn't been blown to the full, or one of those balls they use in Pilates in the gym that are they're never really full, they're a bit squashed. But now it's starting to feel, just now, I think we've been rubbing for a good 6-7 minutes, and it starts to feel rounder and firmer, more uniform, if that makes any sense, kind of more, almost a perfect sphere. There's your ball. Now all you need to do, I'm going to keep on rubbing to make it firmer and firmer. So as I say, you can even go on for half hour and it will make a difference. You can stop at any time and pick it up again the next day and re-wet it with hot soapy water and carry on. Or you can just stop and make it feel nice, and basically you don't want the fibers to pull off, okay? So the more you rub, the smoother it's going to be. The fibers are going to be all stuck together, nice and smooth, okay? And it's going to be a little bit, there you go, that's a lovely colourful ball. So I'm going to stop the video now, but this is going to be wet felted a little bit longer, and but you can see how the results, and then it's going to obviously dry. You can just rinse it under cold water to get rid of the residual soap, and then leave it to dry anywhere. in some dry place, and then it might take a day, or it depends how hot it is in your house. There you go, that's a lovely ball for you for playing.